And welcome back to Be Fair, a podcast hosted by Ehryn, and that is me with wet nails. And of course, I'm joined by the always lovely Lisa. How are you, Lisa?
Hi, I'm fabulous. I just got back from Florida.
And
So,
we're joined by an amazing new guest host as well, the lovely Sara Citrine. Sara, how are you?
Erin, I'm doing good, thanks.
Oh my
And
God,
I'm
it's been.
jealous that you got to be in Florida on the beach, Lisa. Did you have a good time?
No,
I
we're not going to let
did.
her talk about Florida. No, no,
You can
no.
see my nose is sunburnt.
I know
So,
you.
my daughter got sun poisoning, so her face basically swelled shut when we
It's
got back. So,
It is rough to go to those southern climate states at this time of the year for a Minnesotan. I went to as a child, as probably her age, I went to Texas with my family, and
yeah, Florida's really close to the equator. Did we lose Sarah? I can't
no,
see her. Oh,
I see her just fine.
all right. Well, then it's me. Shocking. Oh, there you are. But
um,
yeah, so Florida's really close to the equator, and she was in and out of the ocean so much I could not keep up with her
mhm.
as far as sunscreen. But the doctor said she should be just fine.
Mm,
So other than that, other than all of us getting a little sunburnt, it was fabulous.
nice.
I'll never complain about going to Florida.
How was it for the people in Florida during the pandemic? Like, what I mean, because we know that Florida has not really been very popular in the situation.
Um, they're very much an IDGAF kind of a state. um, the beach was packed, but we weren't like on top of one another because the beach
Yeah,
is huge.
yeah,
Um, when I'm trying to think, we went bowling the first night. I believe that Sarah, you saw my video I posted of the sensory overload.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they were socially distancing people, so I don't know. They don't care, but they care. If that makes any sense.
Right.
Like it
mhm.
might not be a governmental concern, but their people are,
So, so it's
you know,
Yeah, so it's pretty similar to what we got
courteous.
going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to go to Walmart today, and it takes everything in my power when I have to go to Walmart to just like see, especially when I see a semi-attractive guy not wearing a mask, and I was like, "Oh my God, do you know how ugly you are right now?"
Now, like, cover up that face.
Right? Like cover that up. God.
Yeah, God.
God.
I mean, would you like these women to just take their bras off? Don't answer that.
That was the worst comparison ever.
Yeah, I know.
Because that answer is always yes.
but but would it be
Uh,
appropriate? Would it be appropriate? I don't need to see all that like right now.
well, then cover your eyes. Just kidding. I'm sassy.
Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about that later.
Mm, sorry, Dad.
Don't assume my gender role in the parental structure.
Just because I
So
called you Dad doesn't mean anything.
that's a question I was gonna ask. So my child and I were talking about that. So if you're non-binary and you have children, do they just call you parent? Hey, parent, look at my painting. Is that how that for real or?
I have no idea, honestly. It's kind of new territory for myself, Sarah, and the way I'm looking at it is I'll just make up the way it goes as it goes.
That's a really good question. I never even would have thought of that.
No, it is a great question. It's a very great question, and it's one of those things. Like I guess, for me as a non-binary person that presents as male, I guess I'm fine with those patriarchal, like whatever. But I might just be like, just call me by my name.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it doesn't have to be a parental type of thing. I guess
Hmm.
Or
I
your
don't know.
child call you Erin. Be like, Erin, what's up?
Well, sure. I mean, I guess it's weird to be thought of as called anything else. Like,
Hmm.
But also, that's a really big thing because I still, at almost 38 years old, am not even sure if I actually want to be a parent. I still have no idea.
Okay, that's valid.
And I think it's because I'm single, so it's like at this point I wouldn't want to do it now as a single person, if I didn't have to. But
I don't know. I'm not single, and I don't know if I want to do it.
Well, especially because you kind of got like
because I'm kind of doing it.
Yeah, you kind of became an express parent, like
yes,
like
yes.
You've known these children since they were like children,
yes,
like young children, but you didn't birth them.
No,
but that doesn't mean they still don't give you a pain in the ass.
They give me a pain in the every stuff, but that's a whole different topic.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of challenges for different reasons.
It's okay, Miss Lisa. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies either.
Neither do I. That sounds. I heard my sister when she gave birth to her first, and my dad had to leave. They were in the room with her. I wasn't. But the screaming that came out of that room, I guess.
I bet. Oh, I can't imagine.
She gets to do it again in 2 months.
Well, there is one person on this podcast that has experienced that twice.
I don't really understand like the massive screaming stuff. Like, of course, I expressed some discomfort, like in like getting down to it and stuff. But I don't know. I had really long labors with both of them, and screaming and stuff I felt like would just make it worse. So I
think she got to the screaming part when she got to the pushing part.
Yeah. So then, you definitely got some stuff going on where you're just like. But even
she had 4 hours of hard labor, 4 hours of hard labor, and then she was in there for like 16 or something like that. I don't know about all that. It scares me.
Yeah,
I'm an auntie. Aunties for life.
Right. You can hang and not have to deal with all the biz.
Yeah, it's being an auntie or an uncle is kind of like rent a kid. You get to be involved in the kid's life, but you have no responsibility unless you assume some, like by babysitting. And babysitting sometimes gives me so much anxiety because I'm like, oh my God, I'm temporarily responsible for children's lives. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I don't remember what it's just been a long time since I haven't been responsible for a kid's life. I don't know.
I know. Well, I mean, you got a teenager, basically.
I know. I do. Yeah. They are 13.
Yeah. So, yeah, children. I still don't know. I just don't know. I've been kind of involved in my brother's kids' lives, my nieces and my nephew, very much. Like we're very close, and it's very weird for me to. Oh, this is so weird. My mother's calling my cell phone right at this very moment, and it's ringing in my headphones.
Answer her. Hi, Linda.
Can you hear it?
No. You just kind of look a little crazy over there. Like you stopped and you're like, what is that?
Well, okay. Have either of you guys watched WandaVision?
No.
Is that Wanda Sykes' talk show sort of thing? So no.
WandaVision is a Marvel entity on Disney Plus. And for a while, very popular that song it was Agatha all along. Like Lisa, I'm sure you ran across it on TikTok.
Are you gonna edit this part out or
no? Every little thing that we have on here it goes on the podcast. So yeah. This is what happens.
No, nobody knows. Tell us what that is.
It's just the ringtone that the song from the show. It was very popular, and it was all over this internet when it came up. What?
It was like very popular. Yes,
totally.
Like 1 out of 3 people know what it is, so that's super popular.
I am not one of those 3 people. Perfect. Super popular.
Ehryn, how'd your nails turn out?
I mean, they're getting there. I've got the yellow on.
You missed a couple fingers.
No, I'm getting pink.
Oh,
We're like, wow, boys do it differently, I guess.
Oh man. Look
But
at us.
actually,
We're all like, we got spring fever.
okay, that's what I really wanted to talk about, actually. I'm glad you brought,
I know, that's why I said it.
she's my segue. Yeah, but it's springtime, and I will tell you, springtime kind of has slapped us really hard in the last couple of days. It has been like summer weather almost. Like I wore shorts yesterday.
Yeah.
And I went for a hike
2 days in a row.
I've been in flip-flops.
Yeah, I don't recall very often it's this early in April that we get to wear shorts and stuff. So it's been quite nice to be jumping right into some warm weather. And I have this really nice walk. Sarah, you got to join me on this walk sometime. What I here in Grand Rapids, what I do, I go down the Pekegama Bridge. I go behind the library and the radio station, and I go up. I think I've already told you this, Sarah. And up by the Y, and then down through Veterans Park. Yeah, and up and over. And it's a nice 3-mile walk, and it's just really nice because there's not much traffic because I'm mostly on the trails through the parks. And it's just been one of my favorite things to do for my mental health and my physical health.
Do you go over the walking bridge?
I do. I go over both of them. The new one right there by the library, and then the other one on the other side of Veterans Park.
Nice.
Yep. So all in all, I go across 3 bridges. No, I go across 4 because
it was coming, and then it left.
What was coming?
I had to sneeze. to sneeze, and all I have is burning memories.
Well, and sneezing is a great segue into the fact that springtime brings allergies.
Yes.
And who suffers from those? I'm sure, Lisa, is this allergies related, do you think?
Yes, very much so. Especially with the melting of the wet leaves, or the melting of the snow, and then the mold from the wet leaves and stuff.
Yeah. Mine is from all the animals that are carrying in all the different stuff. Like,
you have a lot of animals in the house? There
are 2 cats and a dog.
I was really confused. I'm like, why are you so close to animals? I was not thinking house pets.
Because I live in a barn, Lisa.
Hello.
Duh. Well, I don't know. My uncle's girlfriend was feeding the deer today at their house, which I'm pretty sure inside of city limits is illegal, but we don't need to get into that. So I don't know. I don't know your life, Ehryn. You're just talking about hiking in nature, and then something about I don't know your life.
Hiking, nature, animals.
You're so outdoorsy.
I am. It's weird. I'm one of those outdoorsy gays.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. This was the best I've ever heard come out of you.
Oh my God, Sarah, you're the best person to join this podcast because, like, literally, it was like we're boring without you.
No, you're not.
No, we're not, but.
Wow, just backwards compliments. Like, we were so boring without you. No, you're not. Well, yeah, I know, but I just wanted to say it. Because I'm outdoorsy.
No, I'm just saying it's kind of nice to have like a third party in the mix of the conversation. Like, I mean, the last, Lisa, you weren't with this. You had a break last week because you were in Florida.
Yeah.
So I had a special guest on, and we talked about improv.
Mm-hmm.
But the week before is the week that Lisa and I got to meet one of the best people in the world. And that was,
oh my gosh, she was amazing.
Dee Woolridge. Yeah, seriously. We did a self-esteem challenge with her as well last week. And it was, I think I invited you to it too, didn't I? And I was telling you about it, Sarah.
Mhm.
It was so nice, and she's just a fantastic person to connect to because she's like a no BS type of person. If she's gonna be like, if you're gonna talk about anxiety and stress and stuff like that, she's gonna be like, all right, cool. What you doing about it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
know?
when she asked you, what are you getting out of it? I thought your jaw was gonna hit the floor.
Yeah, it was. I was talking about my anger management, my anger issues with my dad, and she's like, "Well, what is it doing for you? What are you getting out of that?" Like I was like, "Okay."
Like, ew. What?
Like this is not how I saw this playing out.
I'm sorry.
But I just
Right.
I just find her so fascinating. Fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very, very down to earth.
Yeah, she does these 5 days self-esteem challenges often. So Lisa, are you doing this one that just started today now too?
No.
Me neither.
I didn't know another one started.
Well, yeah, you did because you accepted the invite I gave you yesterday.
Oh. Whoops. So that's gonna be a no from me.
No, but the nice thing is I just was seeing if you did or not because I didn't. I don't feel like I committed to this last one.
Me neither, but I was in Florida.
You had
for
a better
most of it.
reason. You had a better reason. I just was lazy one night and I didn't go on the Zoom chat. Oh, and Lisa was lazy a couple nights, didn't go on the Zoom chat, but she watched the live feed of it.
Well, that's different. I did that. You're like, yeah, come on camera, and I'm like, no. You know what? Comment.
Oh no, oh no, I mean, yeah. Oh, and then I had Derek. Lisa, I've told you about Derek.
Yes.
Yeah. He jumped on my live that night.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. And it was really awkward. I was just so awkward.
What do I do? What do I say? How do I act? Who am I?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right?
Hey, look, see, I added the pink now. Yeah.
It's very high contrast, like
it's very outdoorsy.
Beach, right?
Is that the word? And are you?
It's gonna be. You should not have said it.
Is that the kind of nail polish you can take outdoors?
So so speaking of outdoorsy, we're gonna comment on that, especially in the type when it comes to gay people, because one thing that with dating profiles, for some reason, it seems to be like a trend for gay men on their dating profiles to say that they're outdoorsy, because like for some reason, like there's some gays that aren't outdoorsy. I mean, and that's true. But like for some reason that's like supposed to be a perk. Like,
what would you do if somebody's dating profile said I'm indoorsy?
They probably
outdoorsy.
I'd probably be like, well, then you're probably lazy. Fuck.
Wow. I'm super indoorsy, Ehryn. This pasty white skin of mine.
But you know, what does outdoorsy mean though? Like, I like to have brunch outdoors. I like to go shopping outdoors.
I don't mind going outside. I mean, like for me, when I lived in Duluth, I even took the skywalk when I had to walk places because ew. I mean, no. I am way too bougie for this nature.
My God.
This fresh air is just
it's too much. I need that recycled air.
Wind though, ew, the wind.
Well,
right?
that's actually a fact. Especially, you can't do your hair anytime, anywhere when you live in Duluth, especially when you live on the hill. Lisa, you don't.
I can do this.
I'm talking about like whenever I would do my hair really cool or something like that, I would walk to work and the elements would have ruined my blowout.
Well, then you need more product.
Or just less like rigid hairstyles.
Right.
You know,
Make it flexible.
either make it a statue or let it, just do what it's gonna do. Like
Yeah. So,
well, do you see I've got mine all pinned back finally? I don't know. I have a hockey mullet, so this took a lot.
I like it back with the pinned up, and you can really see your DeVille stripe.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like Lady Tremaine.
Ooh.
Exactly. That's exactly the reaction I expected. You don't even know who Lady Tremaine is.
Oh dear, you're such.
We're terrible people. My God.
Lady Tremaine is the wicked stepmother in Cinderella.
That's her name?
Yeah. I didn't even know she had a name.
Me neither. I just thought she was the evil stepmother.
Right.
Lady Tremaine.
I don't like that at all.
I don't feel like I'm that mean.
No, but I'm talking the hair. It's kind of got the.
I get it with the bump and the hairstyle in the movie. I get it. I got you.
Hey, Cate Blanchett plays her in the live action movie, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't make the noise that you make. Yeah.
A lot of like take your tongue and then just peel it off the roof of your mouth as you're saying, so
yeah.
That's kind of in there.
Perfect.
Okay, let's move on from now. Because it's making me think of the Knights That Say Ni.
Oh yes.
So Sarah, what's your current best option for self-care lately?
I think really like I've had to go back to the basics of meditating, like putting everything away, finding a nice quiet space. I've been doing that lately with my son and David, and we go outside before bed and just light an incense, listen to some calming music, but put everything away and just kind of be. And that is something I think that I really needed lately, just to, be able to slow down altogether, like in my mind and my body, not just one or the other. A lot of times maybe we're like, oh, I'm relaxing, but you're sitting there on your phone and just like reading, thinking. Mm-hmm. So it's been nice to just do that.
Yeah. I mean, in these times and in the industries we work in and everything like that, self-care is super important. But and I'm lucky because more options for self-care have opened up to me as spring has sprung.
Good. For walking and things like that.
Yes, and I like yours though too. I like the meditation side and the calming music, especially right before bed, because a lot of times one of the biggest reasons I can't always get to sleep is because of my overthinking problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just have a tendency to think so much. There's always so much to wrap our minds around, and especially when you kind of have like that creative, innovative mind like the three of us do, we just kind of want to keep going. And so it was a struggle the first couple of times to really just slow down. It was almost uncomfortable, like, okay, we should be doing this and that and this and that, but it was like, just be in the moment. So sometimes it's a good reminder. It's such a basic skill, but how often do we really just do it?
Right.
I hadn't been for a while, so
yeah, I can say I don't.
Yeah.
It's that weird, like, unnecessary anxiety when you put your phone down and don't look at it. Like, I have to, like, what's going on? And my logical brain is like, I really don't care what a girl I went to high school with had for dinner with her kids. It's not, it's really weird. But then I'm still just scrolling, or I'll lose hours. I've lost hours in TikTok. That's my biggest.
Yeah, Lisa, sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks.
I actually got her into it on accident. Well, I don't think it was on accident, but
No, you pushed me over the edge.
I like to call it accidentally on purpose. Like,
I like to call it aggressive convincing.
well, I mean, tomato, potato, but
Well, and to be fair, it was my choice. I finally gave in. And
it's true.
I don't regret it. I just, I don't do a lot of quiet time. That's why I enjoy when I read my book. A real book, not an electronic book. I can't get on board with electronic books. I just can't do it.
I keep trying, but it's hard.
It's just not the same.
Yeah,
I like to feel the book in my hands. I like the smell of books. You know?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I look at the fact that an ebook is pretty good to get, like, if I'm like really wanting to start reading it right then and there. Like, cool, fine, I'll pay for it. Sometimes they're cheap on like Google Books, like I can get them for $3, something like that. It's fine. But I do agree with you. I like the whole flipping the page thing. There's something about it, and something about holding that with the binding in your hand.
You better not break the binding or dog ear the page. Otherwise, you will lose your fingers.
Bookmarks are all I need.
Yeah.
I have fun bookmarks that I like to put in my books. And sometimes I have to have like a few bookmarks in different spots in the book because I need to reference back to things.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's my thing. But I've really gotten into audiobooks. I really like listening. Now, not all books. Like if I'm reading like a novel type of book with a story, I want to read that. But like when I'm going to read a book that's like Jonathan Van Ness's book, Over the Top, I want to hear him read. I want to hear his words and his story, like how he's telling his story.
Well, yeah, if he narrates it, that's one thing.
Like Anna Kendrick's book, I've done that with that Michelle Visage, Rachel Bloom. It's just so much nicer. If they've written a book about their stories and their life, I want to hear them tell the stories. So I'm into those kind of audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily like listening to a story.
So I read a whole book series and then went back and listened to it on audio because I found out who narrated them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the Dresden Files.
Oh wow.
And it's the audiobooks are narrated by none other than James Marsters.
Wow.
Yeah, and I love him.
Sarah, do you know who James Marsters is? Now,
he played Spike on Buffy.
Yeah, he was Spike in Buffy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wasn't a big Buffy fan.
We forgive her for that.
I never hold anything against anyone.
Yeah, I'm my own person, Ehryn.
Are you?
That was the tiniest tongue stick out ever. You're just like.
I know I'm meant to be too, but.
Oh, I handle everything in a very adult manner.
So, Lisa, do you have a goal for the week?
To stop chewing on my face. My lip got sunburnt really bad and it peeled off all in almost one piece. So it's just everything about my bottom lip is just miserable. But because it's still rough, it's probably partly just a fidget, but like a real goal.
That's a real goal. You need your lip.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You need your lip, girl.
How else am I gonna talk shit?
I mean, whatever your goal is, we don't define what a good.
No,
goal
I know.
is.
I really want to help. Honestly, I really just want to help Savannah get better. Her left eye was completely swollen shut yesterday.
Oh.
And and she's being just a champ about it.
Well, I mean, I saw your pictures of you guys coloring Easter eggs, and I was like, and she looked like she's like, I'm still gonna do it though.
Right? Like, honestly, yesterday I felt so bad. She looked like Quasimodo.
Oh.
What's his name from Sloth from the Goonies?
No.
It makes me feel like a terrible parent, but I was like, it's okay. It'll get better. Just don't pick at it, don't scratch it, because I don't want her to have scarring.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
She's my brave girl, though.
Sarah, how about you? You got a goal for the week? What's your
It's hard. I guess it's hard to put into words. So I've been on a leave of absence, and I go back to work tomorrow.
okay?
So one of my goals with that is to just keep up on my self-care, even though I'm going to be working 9 hours a day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not forgetting those things, not skipping lunch, not taking my break if I need a break, or coming home and making the most of my time at home, for my self-care, so that when I go to work the next day, I feel well. And yeah, so just really just taking things in stride and remembering it's okay to take care of myself the whole time.
That's a good goal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My goal is to limit my time on Facebook.
Excellent.
Do that sometime soon.
Well, especially it's toxic again right now with the Derek Chauvin case or trial going on, and so that I get opinionated and I want to engage in stuff I could just move on from. So
Right.
yeah,
You use your energy for other more positive things in your day.
Yeah, so my limits are to the point of using Messenger is fine, and because that's pretty much how I talk to everyone, and of course anything that has to do with promoting the podcast or something. But other than that, Facebook is kind of an off limits on the news feed thing. So if you see me less liking your stuff a little less this week, that's why.
Yeah, that's huge. That's to be able to be aware of that and to realize like how toxic it's being for you. That's awesome.
It's very dangerous for me because I never want to come off as a hypocrite. And a lot of times with the way I try to think I really like to think of other people's opinions as important as mine. But when it comes to the idea of Black Lives Matter and everything, I'm very strong and passionate on what I believe. And yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah.
When it's just knowing when to step away from that piece, or when your voice is actually being heard for like a forward moving purpose.
Correct.
Not, and you're just like, wasting your energy on a deaf audience. There's no.
If I'm not working my way in with positive, or if I'm not adding a positive to the positive of the world, I really don't want to be contributing to the negative. So it's kind of like if you've got nothing to say, don't say nothing good to say, don't say anything at all, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or I think the proper saying is if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Is it like that? Or
right? Who talks like that?
I'm pretty sure that's how it comes through when people actually have said that in my life. I feel like the translation vocals and that it has come to live in my mind in that accent.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
Darn tootin'.
Get on with your bad self.
Or was it?
What? Get her done. Get her done. Get outdoors.
Because I'm outdoorsy.
Yeah. Get her done.
So another thing to let our listeners know is that this podcast won't only be featuring me and Lisa anymore. We have now welcomed Sarah as another regular co-host.
Woo! I'm so excited.
I'm pretty sure we could hear the audience applauding if this was a live show, I'm sure. But so welcome to the show, Sarah. I've been trying to get you more regular as it is.
That sounded odd, like if you take it out of context, but my brain just goes.
I was really actually right on that page with you, I think. Like,
as I replay it in my head, I'm getting what you're saying.
So I'm super glad though, because it'd be nice to spend more time with y'all.
Yes.
From the Southern Rootin' Tootin' podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Why do your eyes have to be closed when you do it?
Because it's so much easier to say it that way.
Oh my. What are we gonna do?
Oh, I gotta go hang out with Mom and Pa down by the river, and we gonna catch us some crappies.
Wow.
you went too far.
Did
That was it too far. Too far.
I never know where my boundary is.
She left. It was so much that she like was out of frame. She's like, bye, gotta go.
She's just like deuces.
Right.
But yeah, so all right, one last thing. Recommendation, something you're listening to, something you're reading, something you are watching. What you got, Lisa? What you recommend this week? It can be a food.
I know, I literally do the same thing every week though. I highly recommend making your own, if you like shrimp, making your own shrimp stir fry. It's very simple. It's very healthy. And I don't know, I love it. And I use the frozen shrimp and I use the frozen stir fry vegetables, and it only takes like a half an hour.
Nice.
Tops.
I don't like shrimp. I don't like shrimp at all.
Yeah,
well, then use beef.
Right.
Beef or chicken.
Chicken.
Right.
Chicken.
We used to have lots of chickens down on the farm.
Yeah.
What was that accent?
It was like a southerner who moved up to northern Minnesota.
I was gonna say it was like a southerner that's this guy. Yeah, you bet you tootin'.
He had lots of chickens down on the farm.
Oh yeah. Did they make a good casserole?
Oh, for crying out loud, you know that we can make casserole, okay, Lisa? Come on.
Oh yeah, I do know. And about that lutefisk.
I don't know nothing about any of that casserole, but I make a great hat dish.
Hat dish. Now, hat dishes. Yeah, casseroles for something fancy, you know, like a funeral or Easter Sunday or something. But any other way, you gotta just do hot dish. It's different.
Yeah. Don't forget the Jello. Don't forget the Jello with that fruit in it.
Well, a fruit gelatin. No, that's different.
Yeah, that's for church.
We go for salad. You gotta have your food groups.
Yes, I love it.
There was a little Irish accent coming out of there too. Sarah.
It just made me.
Fruit. Last day,
it's the fruit. That's the fruit, yeah.
Oh, Sarah, you froze for a moment there, Sarah. And you were in this position.
I used to take screenshots of when we were having technical glitches of Ehryn and I, because it would be like just like the craziest faces. Yeah.
Why didn't you ever send me those screenshots?
I thought I did send you a few.
I don't remember.
They're gone now.
Sarah, what do you recommend this week?
What do I recommend this week? Can it be a product?
Yeah.
Can I show the product?
I mean, we're probably not going to get a sponsorship from it, but okay.
You want to make sure that's okay. So, this patchouli is ZUM. I'm sure it's ZUM mist. They've got lots of other products too, but it's for the room and the body. They have different fragrances, but I like patchouli. It's super grounding, and it's soft enough. It's actually like a lot of really natural ingredients that separate, like the oil and other stuff separate, and you have to shake it up. But I've actually been getting it on Amazon, and it's the real deal.
Nice.
Patchouli's my favorite.
I love it. And it's like, you got to find the right one. You know, some of them are blended and smell like a weird old lady, and I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
But, so you got to find the right one. And that one smells like dirt and rain, like it's supposed to, you know? So
that sounds like heaven.
Yeah. We'll try it out.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'll be going on the Amazon.
On Amazon, they even make a laundry detergent. Now, the bottle is small,
Oh.
but I can imagine it would make some of your fancy stuff smell real nice.
Oh, I wonder if it's concentrated.
I don't know.
Oh God, this is
Have you seen the movie Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar?
No.
no. It
You
looks
need
good,
it's so funny.
Okay.
Oh, Barb and Star, and they got their fancy culottes.
it's Kristen Wiig, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Jamie Dornan is in it. Oh,
Yeah,
and
the guy from 50 Shades, yeah. And he's super funny in it.
and he's hot no matter what he does.
Well, yeah, I
No
mean,
matter what shade.
oh yeah. And they take a bunch of ecstasy, I think, in the movie. And it's so funny.
I bet.
Just so funny.
Who and Star?
Barb and
Barb
Star.
and Star go to Vista Del Mar because, they've never been on a vacation.
Well, for crying out loud, Barb's gotta go somewhere.
Yes.
All right. So my recommendation is a movie. I watched the movie Chaos Walking the other day. It's available for theater at home, renting like on Vudu, Amazon, things like that. It has Tom Holland, who is the reigning Spider-Man, and Daisy Ridley from Star Wars. It's based on a book series, a trilogy, of course, and this is like it's happening in the future where humans have actually left Earth and gone to a new world because Earth was uninhabitable now. And the planet that they landed on, all the male people, everyone else could see their thoughts and hear them, and they called it the noise. And so and it was very interesting. And then in this village there's no women, and so Tom Holland's character has never seen a girl in his entire life.
Where do they come from?
You have to watch the movie. You have to watch the movie or read the books.
Okay.
But
yeah, I really wanted to see that. I've seen the trailer a few times. It looked really good.
It was really good, and it's a very empowering story, especially when it comes to the topic of masculinity, because it's very like I can't even explain it without spoiling it too much, but I highly recommend it as a great movie to see.
Awesome. One movie I will recommend after my shrimp stir fry is the new Wrong Turn.
Oh, the remake?
It's not a remake.
It's not. Is it a part of the series?
It is a standalone. It has
the same title.
Oh, it's coincidentally the same title. Okay.
Yeah. It's about a group of kids that are in the Appalachian Mountains, and I believe my interpretation of why it's called Wrong Turn is because they go off the path.
Got it.
But I watched it last night with Houston, and it had me engrossed the whole time.
Wow.
So yeah.
All right.
It was
streaming somewhere.
I believe it's on Amazon. I have an app. No, Troy has an app that a friend of his has its own server, and he gets all the new movies before we're supposed to.
Yeah. Those Plex servers.
So he's renting stuff, and
he is, yes, Pirate Bay.
Yeah, well, there's lots of them.
Oh my God, I used to torrent like nobody's business.
Oh, I like the LimeWire.
Oh, I was a
Oh,
torrent.
Napster. Those bastards.
Napster ruined my family computer.
Yeah, that and other things, I'm sure. On that note, I have to go put my bed.
Well, we're just gonna wrap up the episode here, but don't hang up, okay? But all right, so thank you, Lisa and Sarah, for joining for this episode, and welcome to the podcast, Sarah.
Thank you guys. It was fun chatting.
All right,
yes.
and we'll catch everyone else later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.